Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Dave from StructureStrength.com, and I am with Nas today, and we're going to talk about 5 things that are killing your double unders and keeping you from getting better ones, all right? So the first thing we're going to have happen is have Nas just show some good double unders, and hopefully we'll be able to get kind of multiple views of this, or we'll just have her turn. So you can see, we're definitely keeping that in, No warm up. And relax, let's turn this way. It's not the floor, it's just that we're not warmed up. But you'll see where her hands are, her shoulders, that jump, and chill, relax. That second set was better, right? So we're gonna go through these 5 things for you. But the first thing we're gonna talk about is you forcing reps. We see so many people trying to get better at double unders and that they force reps, but those forced reps don't help you. It's like if you're trying to work on snatches and you force ugly reps, you're not gonna get there. So what I'm talking about is when we see people tired doing double unders, just do the hot mess double under where people are just forcing it. It's not really working. They're doing like 1 and 2 at a time. Do a few in a row like that if you can. They're just kind of doing all this weird stuff without actually, you can chill, without actually working on what's gonna help you get there. All right, that is not gonna help you. Hey, look, I did the workout, I did double unders in it. Kind of, sort of, not really. So a while ago, we had a seminar here from a company that was teaching everyone double unders the right way, and they came up to me and go, how many double unders do you have? And at the time, I was like, oh, I can do like 75 unbroken. And so I went and I started, and because of my body positioning, they told me that I had 0 to start back over. Now fast forward, I'm able to do 100 plus fine, sets of 100 in a workout, it's okay, because we tweaked up a few things body position wise because I was forcing reps in a bad position, which takes way more energy and it's not gonna help you long-term progress and make this stuff more efficient. So if you're in the world of CrossFit and you're doing workouts and double unders aren't like a quasi-recovery in the first couple of rounds, but they're actually really, really hard, you think about them like you think about wall balls wiping you out, you might want to switch some things, you're probably forcing it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Nas with her hands, or excuse me, the second thing. So the first one is don't force reps, it's going to mess you up. Number 2, we're going to talk about these hands. So Nas just going to put the rope behind her for now. Go ahead, step over the rope. She's going to take her hands, put them on her hips. She's going to move out about 4 inches, 4 inches to the right, 4 inches back, 4 inches back to her hips, all right? That's where the hands should be. Now, the way we want to set this up is wherever those hands are, you should be able to relax everything in your upper back. Those shoulders should be chill. Biceps should be a little relaxed because we should just be moving through this wrist with that thumb down, not doing these big arm circles, all right? So we see a lot of people when they're new, the hands come way out here. See how that rope just got shorter? Sometimes their hands come behind. How's that feel on that shoulder? They come back behind, and that messes you up too, because now you're doing this kind of arm whip action. And plus, if my arms are behind me, let's bring the rope back in front. If my arms are here, you see that slack? That's what's hitting the ground and coming underneath the feet. If I pull my arms out, it gets shorter. If my arms come back, it actually cuts and it hits your feet earlier. So if you're someone where this rope is always hitting the top of your feet, either your hands are going out or your hands are coming back and that's messing it up. If we're able to get you to have those hands here, bam, the rope's in the proper position. We're not gonna trip up on that rope as much. The next thing is the shoulders. If we start shrugging hard, all right? A lot of times we get the shoulder roll forward and that neck crank. How's that feel? Terrible. Now we're burning out all this stuff, all right? So number 3 is watch those shoulders. Relax them down, relax your face. That's a big thing, relaxing your face. You relax your face, the rest of your body has a tendency to relax more. So make sure we're jumping rope with this position, not the shrugged up, oh my God, I'm cranking my shoulders, position, where you look like a scared cat the whole time you're doing double unders. Relax, or single unders. The next thing we're gonna talk about is the hips. So I'm gonna take Nastron's rope. If you can turn and face me, Nast. If Nast is just gonna jump in place, go ahead, do your jump. You can see this hip position. She's not crouched, she's not tucked, she's relaxing her face and chill. Now we're gonna see if Nas can do the weird tuck kind of position where people are super tight in their hips. Go ahead, try it. You can even try and go chest up and bring the knees up instead. And relax. So hold this position. Is this a comfortable position? You are using a ton of energy to hold this arch. You're not centered over your foot, so your jump's always gonna be off. And this is just bleeding energy everywhere. Relax. So the good one is, if we're producing force, we want a straight line of force as much as possible with this. If I'm jumping through that ball of the foot, her heels are kissing the ground, and single unders that works, double unders usually not so much. You can see the hips and shoulders are in line, going right through that ankle, we're good, and chill, all right? So number 1, don't force reps. Number 2, think about those hands. Number 3, shoulders. Number 4 is what's going on with that hip. Are we closed? Are we overextended? Are we all 3 of those where we look like this? Just imagine doing double unders like this the whole time. Video yourself, see what it looks like. The last one is you're not respecting the process for whatever reason it is. When it comes to barbells, people have a tendency to respect the process a little bit more when it comes to strength. When it comes to gymnastics and then things like jumping rope, for some reason people think they can shortcut the shortcut. So I'm gonna take Nastron's rope. If Nas can't jump in place, go ahead, just do jumps. And hold this for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 200. Without getting completely wrecked in her jumping mechanics, you can chill. How do you ever expect to be able to do 100, 200 single unders in a workout where you're getting tired before you do it? So if you can't isolate and do it, it's gonna be very hard to do it in a conditioning piece. So that's step 1. Step 2 is, let's see if we can get that jump single unders with our hands and shoulders, everything in the right position. You already saw Nas do that. Step 3 to that process is, let's see if we can just jump higher like you would in double unders. So just do your double under jump. For all of us, this is gonna be a little different. For me, I actually jump pretty high. Nas doesn't jump that high because her hand speed is fast. And relax. Then let's see if we can do single unders with that higher jump and double under cadence with everything in the right position. If you can't do those steps with things in the right position, you're trying to shortcut the shortcut and you're not helping yourself at all. And then the last step of that process is doing double unders with all those mechanics. We see so many people do single unders or slow singlers with that high jump looking a mess, and they're like, all right, time for double unders. Respect the process. So number 1, hands. Number 2, shoulders. Number 3, what's going on with that hip? Number 4, do not force reps. And number 5, respect that process. All right, so hope that helps, guys. If you're out there and you have questions about training, make sure you hit us below. Just follow us on social media. We'll talk to you guys soon.